Hey everyone, welcome to this is a full webinar. This isn't a simple one tip. I've been doing one tips for content marketing and SEO, but now we're going to do a full webinar on 10 digital marketing strategies for 2021. These strategies will enable you to increase your online presence, attract and serve more clients, so you and they can achieve even greater success. My name is Ron Couming. I am an SEO and internet marketing specialist. Sometimes I call myself an expert, but I know what I know. I've been doing this for well over a decade. I study probably at least 20 hours a month, 30 hours a month on what the most current things are going on. I get my information from people who have 10, 15 years more experience than me and straight from Google. So I'm going to give you these tips, and I hope you enjoy them and utilize them, because going forward, they really will help you. Some of them are tried and true methods, and I want to give you the true secret about SEO and digital marketing. You know, the secret, the true trick to all of this is there is no trick. You know what I mean? It's like there are things that work, and they are your base. They are what you do consistently. And then there are things, I don't want to say fads, but there are other things that come along that can help you supplement the base. But if you have a solid foundation in your marketing, digital marketing strategy, you have a solid foundation, and you built that foundation, that solid foundation, off having a solid website that has your on-page SEO, and you're doing some SEO, and you have Google My Business up and running, and you have some videos going. You know, we're going to go over a lot of these things, but these foundational activities, so to speak, some of them never really go out of style. You know, there might be a different way to do it, but at the end of the day, stick to the fundamentals because they work, right? So again, we're going to talk today about the 10 digital marketing strategies for 2021 that will enable you to increase your online presence, attract and serve more clients, so that you can achieve, you and they both can achieve even more success. My name's Ron Couming. My company's name is RCS Online Solutions. I also have a couple other companies, but that's my main company. I have an online marketing company with 26 employees. Most are subcontractors. I bring them in as needed, but they've been with me for, better part of 5 years. So we know each other inside and out. And, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm published. I had a radio show for 3.5 years. We had 1.7 million reach. I've interviewed and gone to dinner with some of the most amazing minds in business, and I've listened and I've learned. I've gone to dozens of seminars, and I tell you all that because it just brings, all the information that I've learned in the past and currently learn by doing the activities I do. When I speak to you, you're getting all of that condensed without having to spend, years and tens of thousands of dollars on an education. So I'm going to start giving you these tips. I wanted to give people a chance to jump on, and the StreamYard, let's see. Yep, we're going live. Everything is good. So I'm going to start giving you some tips, okay? So like I said, tried and true strategies never go out of style, right? What you might want to do is, if what I'm going to tell you in these 10 strategies, if you're already doing some of them and they're not working for you, ask yourself why, because they're working for others. So we know that these strategies work. If they're not working for you, then it is either you're doing something different than other people who are having success, and you need to figure out what that is, or whoever you are currently using. If you've hired somebody and you've delegated or sub that work out, whatever they're doing isn't working. So it doesn't mean that it doesn't work. It just means that it isn't working the way you are working it, okay? So digital marketing, I'm going to start right off the bat with email marketing, right? And there's 10 different strategies here. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about email marketing. And like I said, you've probably been sending emails for 10, 15, 20 years now, right? But with email marketing, has long been one of the most popular and effective digital marketing strategies for businesses. With email marketing, you are able to grow, engage, and market to your own list of subscribers, increasing your chances of turning passive users into paying clients. Businesses can use a variety of methods to grow their email list, including promoting downloads, content, capturing email addresses on their website, and retargeting users who engage with paid ads. So here's some statistics that I got from HubSpot. I'm not quite sure. It's probably about 5 weeks old from now, so they're still good. So here are some statistics from HubSpot that show why email is anticipated to be a top marketing channel in 2021. Roughly 80% of marketers have reported an increase in email engagement over the last 12 months. The number of global email users is set to grow by 4.48 billion users by 2024. Promotional emails are the most common email type that marketers are investing in. Well, here's one of the big things about emails. If you're sending emails to people, then, for some reason, unless you just, scrape some site or something, right? The people who are on your email list have asked or have joined your email list. So they know who you are, and they've already shown some interest in your subject matter. So you keep, delivering value. You keep giving them content or something, whatever your business is, that is in line with what they need. And when the time is right for them to actually purchase a service, they're going to go to you. So email marketing, is basically a captive audience. You're not just creating a video and throwing it out on YouTube and hoping somebody sees it with a link to your website, right? You're actually targeting a group of people who have already shown interest in that subject matter. Now, a brief, like I said, I've written some stuff, and then I'm going to go off onto the side a little. One thing you can do, like let's say you're selling weight products. You could create a PDF, something like three reasons diets don't work. It's not your fault, right? Because nobody wants to take responsibility. So 3 reasons diets don't work. It's not your fault. Here's what to do. So if you're in the nutrition and fitness industry, this would be a great one. So now you create those 3 tips, or you create 5 tips. The important thing is making sure each and every one of those tips is valuable and actionable, right? You and don't talk to them, or, if you have a degree, or, don't talk to them in like 15-letter words, just relate to them. Talk to them like you were sitting down and talking to them in the gym or something, right? Just talk to them like normal people. And but now they're interested in that, so they click and they get, you just put whether you're on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, whatever the case may be, and then they link on it for those tips. And then they get to the next page, and they have to add their contact information. Try to grab their text information too, their phone number if you can, because we're going to talk about text messaging later. It has literally like a 90+% open rate. But again, now you have a list, this particular segmented list of people who are interested in weight loss, diets, and maybe exercise, fitness, that whole. So if anything you do falls into that category, you now have a base of people to start sending your emails to, developing a relationship, and eventually a customer and client base. And some people, like myself, being a marketer, like I said, I own an entire online marketing agency. I have clients in all different types of industries. So I might create a list like that for a client, and then another client, 3 things you want to know before you hire a real estate agent, right? Or a home inspector, 4 things you need to know about home inspections before you hire the home inspections, or, save thousands on a home inspection. Well, whatever it is, but this way here, now your emails are going to people who already have an interest in that subject matter, and they know you. So it's going to be much easier to make a sale than go into just a cold audience, okay? Tip number 2, content marketing. I've just finished up, or I will finish up Saturday. I've been doing a whole series of 10 on content marketing. I think today was tip 7. But so go back. It's on my website, on my blog. It's totally free, right? 10 tips on content marketing. But the goal of content marketing is to create and share relevant, engaging content that your audience interested in leaving more about your brand, product, and learning more about your brand's products and services. The most common type of content marketing includes blogging, infographics, visual content, and ebooks and lead magnets. Now, when I told you not to speak in big words, right? I made the mistake when I wrote that, when I put down visual content. Well, because visual content could be just pictures, but I should have said pictures or videos, speak to people, just be normal, okay? Business to business and business to consumer companies alike are using content marketing to grow their email list, inspire social shares, increase downloads, and generate more leads to sales. The beauty of content marketing is that you can get as creative as you like and easily task or track success with content marketing analytics. So there's many different ways that you can track your content, how many people have seen it, how many people have clicked, the click-through rate, and there's all different things, so you can see what's working. I once had a friend of mine who's one of the best marketers I know, and he's not even doing marketing anymore. He's gone off into some real estate stuff, but he was so genius in his ads, and he would do ads or posts, right? Most of the time he wouldn't even spend money because his posts were just so effective, so organic traffic. But he would create an ad, and it might be with blue lettering or blue highlights or something, and then he would create another one with orange, and then another one with red, and then he would put them all out. And he would test the colors, try it, test it, tweak it. So with your content marketing, there are many different ways that you can get that content about what you do, who you are, the problems, services, and solutions that you provide to people, whether it's a business or an individual that they're searching for. And here's a great piece of information, and it goes right with content marketing. You want your content to be ranked on the first page of the search engines for the product, service, or solutions you're providing. Because when someone is looking for a product, service, or solution, they don't know who is going to provide it. If they knew who was going to provide it for them, they just pick up their phone and call you or someone else. So they're not going to go to the search engines and type your name in or your company's name in, unless maybe they know you and they just forgot your phone number, right? But 99.99% of people, when they go to Google or any other search engine, and they're typing in whatever their problem, solution, or service they're looking for, what is, how to, how can I, what are the process, what are the steps, whatever they're typing in, you need to come up for those searches. So you need to think about your content, because your content is going to be indexed by the search engine. So you always want to focus on the user experience, making sure that when the user, whatever the question was, whatever your content was about, fully satisfies and informs the user. But you also have to understand that the user will never see it unless the search engines put it in front of them, right? So you have to think about the search engines too, but focus on the user experience, because the search engines will give more benefit to that. But so you definitely want to consider the search engines, okay? Because no one's going to see it if you don't get indexed and ranked, and it's costing you tens of thousands or millions of dollars over 3, 4, 5, 10 years, 20 years in business. Plus, it's also preventing you from helping and serving the people that you can serve. And ultimately, you got in business to help people solve some type of a problem, or provide some type of a product that solved a problem or gave them some type of an enjoyment, right? So Just make sure your content is valuable, and keep in mind that it both has to serve two purposes. One, it has to serve the users. It has to be a great user experience. Whatever it is, it needs to be complete. And you can have links to other pages as you're going down, like what is the next. If somebody's asking this question, like I had a client who's a bankruptcy attorney, and before people even search for bankruptcy attorneys, they search for how to file bankruptcy. Do I need a lawyer to file bankruptcy? Do I lose everything during bankruptcy? What is the process of bankruptcy? Different things like that. So if you're a bankruptcy attorney, you want to start answering those questions. And you want to make sure that they're on your site and they're appropriately, all the SEO, on-page SEO is done appropriately to each piece. Then you want to make sure that you submit them to the search engines to get them indexed. Now, when somebody's searching, what is the process? How does bankruptcy work? What's Chapter 7 opposed to Chapter 11? How does Chapter 11 work? What's the difference between Chapter 13 and Chapter 7? Whatever the question is, just think about, if you were someone looking for your service, what would you be typing in before you typed in bankruptcy attorney? So whatever, in my case, we do websites, we do SEO, search engine optimization. We get people ranked on the first page. So I might put a piece out there, something like how to get ranked, or why SEO doesn't work for 90% of the population, but it will work for you, or something like that. So now, does SEO work? Best SEO companies in Massachusetts, or whatever it is, or how does SEO works? What is the difference between on-page and off-page SEO? So when I start answering these questions, and I create a video and a blog, and I put them both together, a video and a blog, I'm getting really double, triple the bang for my buck. So you want to just, because before, now let's go back to the bankruptcy attorney. So before they type in bankruptcy attorneys in my area, a lot of times they're going to do research. Now, if you are a bankruptcy attorney, it's going to be a lot harder. If you live in a city and there's, 50 bankruptcy attorneys, there's only 10 organic spots on the first page, right? So how are you going to get there? What's the, you're vying with, 50 people for 10 spots, right? At least 50 people. But then you got other people in other cities and towns who are filing, like, let's say somebody is in Billerica, bankruptcy attorney Billerica, the best bankruptcy attorney. Are you looking to file bankruptcy in Billerica? So you have a lot of people vying for those 10 spots. So when you do answer these questions, you're actually, think about it like putting a drop of water into a cup. And then as the drops continue, the cup gets full and it spills over. And that's a great way for you to actually get on that first page. So think about whatever your product, service, or solution is. Would somebody search for anything before that? All right. If you're a diet person, what diets work? What is the best diet? Is it diet or lifestyle? What are the, I lost 5 pounds on a diet, but I gained it back. How can I stop the roller coaster cycle, or whatever it is? So, but now let's, on the other side, when you answer that question, whatever the question you think it is, and you now know that there might be a next question down, inside at the end or halfway through, put that second question with a hyperlink to the second question. Now that helps you, it helps them, because now and if they weren't thinking it as they read your content, and now they think, okay, that would be the next logical question I would have. But now you're creating a second piece of content with a link to it. And that other piece of content is linked back. So now you're having relevant links, backlinks. They're on your page. So now they're like interlinks. But if somebody likes them and shares them, and now they become backlinks, especially you should be sharing them out on social media, maybe sending them out in emails, creating videos, posting them up on YouTube. There's a whole bunch of things. But your content marketing is... it's an amazing way of getting in front of your target audience. But the most important thing is you must add value. You must give value first. They have to look at you as the go-to person. So don't just throw up that, you're a dentist, whatever it is, give some value. 3 things you need to know before you go to the dentist. How can I avoid the dentist? So now they're going to give you step-by-steps how to, floss and do this and do this and do this. So now, instead of seeing the dentist every 6 months, now maybe you can see him every 18 months. But, whatever the case may be, it's really an endless loop. I don't want to spend forever on it. But your content marketing is a great way of getting in front of your audience, building a rapport with them before, during, and after the purchase period. So it's super important. It's a time tested. It's one of those strategies. But how it works, how you do your content marketing in 2021 is going to change. So here's some statistics on why 70% of marketers are investing in content marketing in 2021. And this means that they're not just doing it. It means they're actually paying something. Web traffic is among the top 2 common measurements for success in content marketing strategies. Nearly 40% of marketers say content marketing is a very important part of their overall marketing strategy. 86% of companies produce blog content compared to other formats. So these are things to think about. And also, if you are look around, like whatever whatever industry you're in, look around for other people who are in your same industry. And if they're doing, 3, 4, 5 times the business that you're doing, they're serving people at a much higher level. It could be you just started 6 weeks ago, right? Or it could be that their marketing is doing something that is bringing in more people, right? So look at, what are they doing for marketing? Where are they putting their posts? When they invest in a group, when they join a group, whether it's a local group, a chamber of commerce, a meetup group, or, whatever it is, or are they going to certain events? Like I love going to Habitude Warrior Conference with Eric Swanson. There's another one, Secret Knock with Greg Reed. There's a whole host of events that are out there, but you get to meet some amazing people, right? And, you're building relationships, right? And so think about looking at them. Success leaves clues. So what are they doing? And then if they're posting on LinkedIn and you're posting on Instagram and they're doing 5 times the business you're doing, maybe you need to start thinking about posting on LinkedIn. And the content you post on Instagram is going to be significantly different than what you should be posting on LinkedIn, right? So don't make one post and just share it on social media platforms. Some that's appropriate for, but probably 80% of the time, gear it towards the type of platform you're on, because most times when people are on a certain platform, their mindset is totally different, right? Tip number 3, social media marketing. An active social media marketing strategy allows you to reach more potential customers, engage existing followers, and drive traffic to your website. It can be a great complement to your content marketing and paid social media advertising campaign if you're doing paid. Unfortunately, on social media, unless you are doing paid, you're going to get like roughly 2 to 4% of your audience, of your followers, subscribers, will actually see your content. Facebook, all these companies are businesses. They make their money by selling ads to you, right? The business owner. And so you need to consider that. But some of the social medias in order of monthly active users, okay? So these are the ones that have the most monthly active users. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Tumblr, way up there, TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, LinkedIn, Snapchat, and Pinterest. So if you don't have an account on all of those, think about getting an account on all of those if it's appropriate for you. TikTok may or may not be appropriate for you. The last time in TikTok, I know, some really big hitters in the marketing industry that are on TikTok. But every time I go on TikTok, what I mostly see is, teenage girls dancing in like 6-second videos or something, right? So, but I'm sure it's, it's going to grow. So it's better to have a following than it isn't. Twitter's okay, but it's taking a lot of hits because of politics. Reddit, LinkedIn is historically been known for business. So if you're a business to business, that might be the best place for you. So these are some social media platforms. Make sure you're posting often. Here's an example. I am doing this video live on multiple platforms right now. We are on YouTube, my personal Facebook page, and my business Facebook page. When I'm done, I will take this video, I'm going to upload it to YouTube. I'm going to add in all the descriptions, the tags, I'm going to make sure the title's done, right? Then I'm going to take it from there and I'm going to put it over onto my website as a blog with the video. Then I'm going to submit it to Google for indexing. But I'm also going to take that link from my blog. I'm going to take that link. I'm going to go to HeroPost. Again, I use HeroPost, but I'm not an affiliate. I just use it. And I have my VA, I send it to her, and then I have her repost all my stuff to all my social media platforms. It's just easier for me. There's good and bad with that, right? One, it's efficient, but two, platforms prefer and will give you a bigger push if you have native content. So loading up this video or going to Facebook and creating a post and then linking to it directly on Facebook is better than me going to a third-party service and pushing it in like I do with Twitter and stuff. So just think about that. If you have time and you have 5 social media platforms, maybe you can just take your post and then just go to each platform individually and post them. You'll actually get a little bit of a better push. But definitely share from your website. Don't share from YouTube, because when they click on the link to watch more, my latest blog, this 10 tips, when they click on it, they're going back to your website to view it, right? And on your website, not only are they going to see that, but on the side, you're going to have like your last 4 or 5 other blog articles, which they're going to see and have an interest in. So now they go and now they're on your site for a long period of time, but they're getting to know you better, more different services you have that they may not have thought of or thought that you did. But for me, what I do is I have categories on the side. So they'll come in for this blog, but then on the side will be all my different categories. So if they have an interest in any of those categories, they click on it, and then each one of those will have all the blogs. So there are some, like this one here, this digital marketing, 10 tips for digital marketing. But because I talked about email, because I talked about content marketing, because I talked about social media marketing, each one, when you create your blog, you go in the back and you pick the list it's going to go on. It will go on 10 different lists. It's not going to be on just one list, like digital marketing. It will be digital marketing, and it will have all the other ones too, because people may not think about social media when they think about digital marketing, right? So we want to make sure we're giving people more information, expand their thought process. And if they don't need it, they'll cast it aside. But never limit. Always give more, and always lead with value. Number 4, tip 4, search engine optimization. I can't tell you how important this is. Should have been tip 1. You can have the best content, you can have the best products, the best service, you can have the best out there. If people can't find you when they're searching for your product, service, or solution, they can't even consider you, never mind hire you, right? So you have to have on-page SEO first, right? And I was just talking to a new client today, and she's not even aware of what on-page SEO is, and she's been in business for like 10 years. So she wants me to do her marketing. But I said, before we do that, we have to do your on page so that the search engines can fully index you. I can't tell you how many people that we've started on their marketing, and they'll have a website, and their website will have a sitemap, but their sitemap is on their website, but it's never been submitted to Google, right? So it's just, it's amazing to me, but I can't even imagine how much money and loss of opportunity from these people, how much loss of opportunity they had to serve other people. So you must get on the search engines. And me personally, I tell people, do whatever you're going to do on the search engines and then just copy it and post it on social media for free. 11 cents of every dollar that's spent online for everything is spent on the search engines. 89 cents of every dollar spent online is through the search engines. 11 cents of every dollar is spent through social media. That's every single social media platform combined. That's every lotion, potion, course, whatever it is that somebody buys from a social media platform, the funnels, you know what I mean? Whatever it is that they're buying through social media comes to 11 cents. The search engines is 89 cents. And now that might have changed a little bit. It was about 18 months ago, right? So, it might be 87 to 13, or it might be 90 to 10 now, right? And the other thing is with the search engines, it's intent, right? People are going to the search engines and they are intending to search for a particular item, service, or a product. They are looking for the best pizza place in Boston. They are looking for a SEO services in Billerica or whatever, right? Website, how to create, website services in Boston, web development companies, business coaches, how to start up, how to do a startup company, whatever it is they're looking for. I need a plumber in Plymouth, Mass, right? So they're going to the search engines with an intent. When you're on social media, even when you're doing paid ads, it's disruptive because they're sitting there, they're on their phone and they're scrolling and they're looking at their cousin who's in, some warm place, or, somebody else just put up a great dinner they had, whatever they're looking at, right? And then you just come out of the blue and hit them with some sponsored ad, right? It's disruptive. Now they're in their own world, and then poof, they weren't even thinking about that, and it pops up. Now, if that disruptive ad, you have to get it in front of them. So you're going to have to pay, and you're going to have to really streamline it. And that's a whole skill set in itself. But when it does come up, you have to have such a compelling story to stop them from whatever they're doing, to grab their attention. That hook has to be so compelling that it stops them, that they then read your story, and your story has to be so compelling that they then click on your offer, right? Because it's always hook, story, offer. And for me, it's intent based. It's so much easier to serve somebody when they're actually looking for whatever product, service, or solution you provide than when somebody's looking for pictures of their aunt down in Aruba, and then all of a sudden you blast them with some dentist information or something, right? So just think about that. There is disruptive marketing, and then there is intent-based marketing. People have an intent to buy. They're searching for a product, service, or a solution, or an answer to something. It's intent. So it's so much easier to get to make a connection here, and then eventually build a relationship, and then serve them, and then make a sale. Over here, it's like a whole nother ball of wax. And it's like that. Before, it used to be, back when I 10 years ago, before it was 3 to 5 touches, and then it was like 7 to 10. Now it's probably closer to 15 touches, right? That people, if they don't know you from a hole in the wall, right? But this is like, most people in business already have a website, or a website developer, or an SEO person, or a content marketer, or a video marketer, right? If they've already had success, they've already developed relationships and have done these activities successfully. So when you're disrupting them from looking at their aunt's pictures in Aruba or whatever else they're looking at on social media, they've already have a relationship with somebody in that field. So you have to not only disrupt them, but then you have to hook them and have the story right and then have the offer right. But it has to be so much so that now they're going to stop doing business with someone or a place, a company that they've been doing business with. So it's a lot harder. So please, if you take nothing else away from this webinar, focus on your search engine optimization. Get your on-page SEO done. Things done to the website itself is on-page SEO. Just Google on-page SEO. I'll do another whole webinar on what is on-page and what is off-page. But on-page SEO is basically what is done to the website: the title tags, the meta tags, the descriptions, the headers, the robo-text, the site. But it's not just to the website, because you got to make sure everything is getting submitted to the indexes, right? To the search engines to be indexed. So number 4 is search engine optimization. And, I have a lot of stuff written here, and I've compiled this. I listen to people from Google. I listen to people from all over the place. And then, you just get inundated with so much information, and then you just write out, a couple, 3, 4, 5 sentences, maybe a paragraph that you want to convey, and then you give your personal experiences. So a lot of this information is, just me getting for the last 10 years with real world experience. 5, pay-per-click advertising. Pay-per-click is a paid form of digital marketing where you run ads and pay a fee for users who click on your ad. Well, pay-per-click, which is called PPC, may take a higher initial investment. You're likely to see a faster return compared to organic marketing. Now, you have the most common pay-per-click places are like Google ads, Facebook ads, Bing ads, Instagram ads, and there's other, what we talked about earlier, LinkedIn, you can do ads, Reddit, you can do ads, Tumblrs, you can do ads. And there's all sorts of different types of ads too, pay-per-click. Now, what you need to understand about pay-per-click, right? And again, these are just facts, you know what I mean? I could be off by a percentage point or two, so don't, nail me if I say 28 and it's 27.62 or something, okay? But from my understanding is now the first 4 ads you will see, website development in Boston, Mass, dentist is in Lowell, whatever it is, right? Life coaches in Maryland, whatever it is you're searching, the ads first and then the 10 organic, right? And the organic just means non-paid, right? But the ads, it's like the last statistic I saw, and it was a while ago, but so it might be off by a little bit, was 70, it was 82, so 78% people click right past the ads, just skip right past the ads and go to the organic. So only 28% of people actually click on the ads. The thinking behind that, the opinion and the thinking behind that is that people see the ads, and that the ads, the people didn't earn that spot. They bought that spot. They merely just paid an extra penny or two to whatever company it is to get that spot. Whereas the people who have done it organically, it may have taken them 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 3 weeks, may have taken them 6 months, but whatever the case was, they got on the first page because they earned it over time. And if they had a bunch of bad reviews, they'd be gone, right? So a lot of people think they'll skip right past the ads and go right to organic. One thing you need to know about the organic too is the top 3 spots on that page get 67% of all the action for the 10 spots, right? So you want to be on the first page, but you also want to be in the top 3 spots. But pay-per-click, I look at it as this, you're renting a spot on pay-per-click opposed to owning the spot. Okay, pay-per-click is okay. I mean, I prefer organic because, like I said, one is paid, one is you own it, right, so to speak. As long as you continue to do whatever you did to get to that spot, you will retain it. But with the pay-per-click, what kills me is I'll see some people who will say, our clients, we've done $100 million in ads for our clients. So what? I mean? Your client paid you to outbid someone else, and then they give you 20%. So if you have a $10,000 or a $1,000, $1,000 a month, right? You're paying $1,200 to the pay-per-click. Whoever is managing your account, roughly. Again, these are rough numbers. Somebody might be 15, somebody might be 30, right? But so now you're paying that 20% on top of the 1,000. Now it's great if you get on the top and your product is 1,700. You need one client and you turn to $500 profit, right? So it doesn't come with it comes with. You can make money doing pay-per-click. And I know some clients who will do the pay-per-click as they're doing their organic, because their organic might take a few months, and their pay-per-click, they will at least get on the first page clicker. Doesn't necessarily mean that they will get clients, because they have to have a product that people want, pricing, services. When somebody picks up the phone, you can be on the first page, first spot, and you can have the best products, the best service. Everything is the best. But when somebody gets on that phone, you start burping or something, right? All of a sudden you lost that client, right? So there's a lot that really goes into it. So I always tell my clients, I'll get you ranked, but I'm not here to sell your products or service. If you're hiring me to rank you, I get you ranked. You have to have the product, service, the content. Now they can hire us to do those things as well. So it really all depends. So, but pay-per-click is a great way of getting out there fast. But just keep in mind, it comes with some aspects of it that you really need to consider. Okay. Video marketing, one of my favorites. I love videos. This is my third live today. And tonight I'll probably go live on Instagram. And again, I take the videos, they're live on the platform. I send them off to YouTube. I send them over as blogs. So it's great. It's fresh content into the search engines, right? More content that's being indexed by the search engine. Because after I do that, I send them. I don't wait for the search engines to index them. I send them to be indexed. So video marketing to me is probably one of the best things you can do in 2021 for your business, because people get to see you. They get to see if you're genuine. They get to see you as a person. They kind of like get to feel you. It's not the same as if you were in front of them, but it's a lot better than just reading a paragraph that somebody posted, right? But videos, and they also, within the search engines and within the social media platforms, videos will get a higher bump. And also, I've read in multiple places that by like 2022, 2023, almost 70% of every Google search, every search engine search, right now, is coming up with some type of a blog article, right? But it will come up with a video. And now the video can have a blog article too. Like I said, I do a video, but I always transcribe the video, and I have an opening and I have a close with all my links. So, I have both the video and the blog. So, there's a lot of things, but start making some videos, even if you're just talking like these tips. I did this. I'm doing all 10 right now, but I broke down each tip 1. And my opening was, let's say tip 6 here. Tip 6, video marketing, a marketing minute with Ronald Couming. And and then I did that every day, 7:30, 11, or 1 o'clock, whatever the time was. So now I had the 10 videos, plus I had the one video with all 10. So now this one piece of content became 11 pieces of content. And now I have 3 different platforms that I'm streaming to. So now it's 33 pieces of content. And then when I take it to YouTube and put it up on my blog, that's 34, 35. Then I take it from my blog and then I share it to all my other platforms. let's say 7, but now it's, it's out there, right? So we're talking, I can do one piece of content, or I just turned it into like 60 or something crazy, right? And even though I posted, like, this will be posted 2 weeks from today, on my all my social media platforms, but again, like 2 months from now, 10 weeks from now, it will be reposted again. So, and everything will be set up and everything will be automated. I just gave a great video today about I think it was on SEO and about automation. It was 11 a.m. today. It's already up on YouTube, so you can check that out too. But anyhow, so video marketing is huge. Now, if you don't feel comfortable creating your videos, you can have somebody else stand in and talk for you. You can create like the hand ones where people are just drawing, and you can create a 10-second video, a promo. You can take pictures, right, and just put them together with music behind it. So there's really no limit to the types of videos. If you can do lives, that's excellent, because now you're talking. I've taken my notes that I want to convey, but then I'm ad-libbing, I'm sharing. So there's no limit to what you can do with video marketing, but it's absolutely something that will help you hugely in 2021. Tip 7, Texas Smm Messaging. We talked about that earlier. When you create your content and you put it out there as a blog article, get their phone number. Make it, either a requirement or an option. Most time, if you make it an option, people aren't going to give you their phone number, right? But a text message has like a 90% open rate, whereas an email, even if they're on your list and you have a rapport with them, you might be at 17 to 20% if you're good, right? So text messaging has been around for a while, but it is on the rise as an effective digital marketing channel. Once users have opted into your list, required, you asked them for their phone number, right? And they gave it to you. So once they opted into your list, you can send them special promotions, updates, appointment reminders, coupons, surveys, and much more. Here we go. Need proof that SMM, text messages, is one of the best digital marketing strategies. Consider the average open rate for text messaging is 98% compared to 20 open rate for email. Also, text messaging response rate is 295% higher than phone calls response rate. People just, it's terrible in a way. I mean, think about when you're talking with your girlfriend or your wife, and if you don't live together, do you actually talk more on the phone, or are you sending texts or Facebook messages or something, or Google Hangouts, right? And someone said that to me about 3 weeks ago, and I think about it with my girlfriend who lives down in Watertown, Mass. I do. I mean, I might text her 10 times a day and then call once, right? Just quick little texts. But so text messages, they are, and they get responded to quick. But if I call, she might be in the middle of something and doesn't have the time. So from a business perspective, you're in somebody's private space. I mean, email is too, but people expect email, right? We've gotten to a point where we know we're going to get hit with emails, right? But when you're in somebody's phone, you don't want to be spamming them, because they'll just unsubscribe right away. So when you get their information, use text messaging. It's huge, 295% higher response rate than phone calls. So even if you're calling somebody and leaving them a voicemail, you have a 295% better chance of getting a response if you simply send them a text. So, but make sure you're not spamming them, okay? Because they'll just get off your list. Use it to give away stuff, to give gifts, to give coupons. If somebody's on your list and you have a 10% off, that's great. But, remember, the 10% off really benefits you more than them, because they have to buy something for, $100, $80, and they're saving $8, which is great. Everybody wants to save money. But so just remember, it might seem like it's really valuable to you, but when you're putting it together, make sure it's valuable to them. Number 8 is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is huge. Affiliate marketing could possibly be considered to be one of the most monetized strategies on the marketing strategies, due to the fact that affiliate links alone can be the main driver of revenue for websites. Essentially, affiliate marketing allows websites to earn a commission by promoting another company's products or service. So affiliate marketing can be like that, like a website. You can affiliate, you can be an affiliate in this regard for, let's say, Amazon. And, you go in, you sign up, you get a specific link. Anything that is purchased through that link, you get a percentage of. I have a 20% commission rate. So if somebody sends us a client and that client's an actual sale, not just like, hey, my website sucks, can you look at it? And then I look at it, I explain all the problems, all the benefits, the costs, the time, I actually made that sale. But if somebody sends me to somebody and they're like, hey, and I have one client who sent me like 6, and he says, yeah, I see what Ron Adams has, I love it, I want it, what's the next step? To me, that's a sale, because now I'm just telling them how we progress. That's 20%. But an affiliate program, you can make a ton of money if it's done right. But there's 2 sides to this. So if you are the affiliate, you find somebody who has a product, service, or a solution, and you promote that for them, whether it's through videos, emails, blog articles, using their link, and you get a commission. It's a great way if you're good at driving traffic. The other thing is, you may have a good product, service, or solution, but your channels aren't as great as you would like them to be. So now you meet somebody at an event, you promote the fact that you're giving out a commission. But one of the reasons I've gone to these events is I've met amazing people, and they have email lists with 300,000 people. One has an email list in excess of like 10 million. But for me to actually partner with him, that's like a unicorn. But you create your own affiliate program. So for whatever your product, services, or solutions are, you create an affiliate program. Then you let other people know, hey, I give a 10 or a 15% commission if you promote this. So now you might have somebody who has 20,000 followers on Instagram talking about the pants or the website or the dentist service or the business coaching service, whatever it is. But now you're in front of 20,000 people that you never would have, or you probably wouldn't have been in front of. I mean, you might have some of the same friends, but this person has a relationship with all the people on their social media platforms, their email list, their text messages. So if they agree to send out your affiliate link telling people, hey, this is great, or I like this, I tried this, I recommend this, it's transference of trust. So now the people who see that review it, and now it's not really a salesman. You're telling them something. You're a salesman in their mind, right? Most times. But when a friend, somebody they trust, tells them something, now they just look at it in a different light, and it's less. You know what I mean? So they're more likely to actually consider it. So affiliate marketing is huge, both. And I'm doing more of that now. Even in my marketing, I have a couple of clients, they paid the out-of-pocket expense to create their funnels and create some videos and stuff. But in terms of driving the traffic to their website, I have an affiliate link, and I drive the traffic, and everybody who comes through that traffic, I get a commission on, which is great, because you don't always want to be, looking for that next client. Building a relationship with somebody and having a consistent stream of income is, it's a godsend. Especially, look what's going on now. So if you can be an affiliate or have other people be affiliates for you, it will take you to a whole nother level. Same with influencer marketing, number 9. Affiliate marketing is more like the links and somebody promoting it. Influencer marketing is, and this is just an example. Kim Kardashian. If you were in any type of clothing line, makeup line, maybe a car, a pocketbook, or anything that her particular followers are interested in, and you get her to use it, to show it, I love this, bang, you're going to get 10,000 sales. She has like 20 something million, 30 million followers. You think you're not going to get 2% of those, 1%, half of 1%. So influencer marketing is basically, it's huge. And what it basically is, involves partnering with well-known people or brands who then promote your products or services to their existing audience. And again, it's about transference of trust. They've already built a relationship with them. One thing I caution you on with the influencer marketing, it's absolutely amazing. If you can find an influencer to do this for you, it's a godsend. The problem is, or the only potential problem is, what if this influencer, let's say Kim Kardashian, is, whatever her people are interested in would be appropriate for you to go to her for, right? But, if you're selling motorcycles, or you're selling something that a particular influencer's audience has no interest in, your chances of success are going to be slim to none. So like when I get testimonial videos and I get pictures with well-known people like Neil Patel, one of the best SEO people out there, Ty Lopez, one of the greatest marketers out there, whatever you think about him is regardless, he's a great guy. I've met him in person, but his marketing skill, right, is just amazing. He's everywhere. Grant Cardone, love him, love Elena. So if you look at my social media my pictures, you'll see me with pictures with them. You'll see me with pictures with Frank Shankowitz. You'll see me with pictures of the founder of Frank Shankowitz is the founder of Make-A-Wish Foundation, the founder of Constant Contact, which is a huge email marketing system. So, I've connected with these people over time. So you want to definitely, but in order to do that, you have to go to events. You have to go to events and the good events you're going to have to pay to get into. I actually spoke at these events. I got on the stage. I became friends with these people, most of them. And I've spoken on most of their stages multiple times. I've not been on Grant Cardone's stage. That would be excellent, man. But so anyhow, so think about influencer marketing is amazing, but just make sure whoever you're looking at to do some influencer marketing with, that who they have a relationship with would have an interest in whatever product, service, or solution you're providing. But it's a great way. Podcast marketing is I'm not going to say it's new. It's been around for a few years, but it's relatively new and presents exciting opportunities for businesses looking to engage their existing followers and reach new audiences. Not only can brands promote their broadcasts on social media, but Google is working on transcend voice podcasts to drive traffic as well. Now that's big. Whenever Google takes notice of something, that's huge. So you want to, what I do is, like, I did the radio show I did for 3.5 years, Internet Marketing and Business Solutions with Ronald Couming. I always got an MP3. So I would load that up. It's audio only. I was on the radio. There was no video, right? So, but I used Tunes to Tube. I created a thumbnail. I loaded them up to YouTube, but I also pushed them out on the internet. I did interviews with Kevin Arrington from the Shark Tank and dozens of other people, right? And, but also now I just did Success Secrets Revealed. I did like 90 episodes and I had some amazing people. Again, it's totally free. You just go to my YouTube, just look for the playlist, Success Secrets Revealed, and people who have had massive success I interviewed, but I interviewed them live, right? I use StreamYard, what I'm using now, and I interviewed them live, but I also get the audio. So I uploaded the audio. I uploaded the live and I uploaded the audio. So there's when you do a Zoom, interview or a Zoom podcast, you're also getting an audio and a video. So these are just great ways of doing one thing and getting multiple, because you get the video, you get the audio, you transcribe them, you create different pieces, you push them out, then push them out again a couple of weeks later, a month later, whatever. So I would definitely think about doing some type of a podcast, or even if you did like I said, I'm using StreamYard again. I don't get a commission. I just use them, and Zoom or any of these other platforms, they will give you both. Usually, the video that you hit record, you get the video, but then you know the MP3, and then you'll also get the 4 for the video, and then you'll get the MP3. So you can take that MP3. You don't actually have to do a podcast, is what I'm trying to get to. While you're doing whatever you're doing, you're going to get the audio stripped out automatically. You don't even have to pay for it. It's just done, right? You get both. And but then you take that and you create your podcast. Or you could be sitting in your car, hey, you just do three things you need to know before you hire a real estate agent, 4 ways to be a better leader, and you just talking to your phone. You do 5 minutes a day, and then it's audio, and you load it up. And there's services out there that you can load up your podcast into one, and then it will send them out to 7, right? You create those accounts, and then you load it up into this one service and pushes it out to the 7. But also, again, it's not just the audio. You're going to have the header. You're going to have your name. You're going to have links to your website, links to offers. Like in this video description, there is a link to 7 offers, actually, where you can get step-by-step guides how to do your on-page SEO, Google My Business, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook groups. There's like 7 or 8 different PDFs that will be included here. Now, you can do that same thing with your podcast. You create the heading, a little description of who it is or what it is you discussed, and then you put all your links in an offer to them. When all those links now become backlinks, right? And they help you with your on and off page SEO. But then you have the links to your offers in every single one of those. And then people click on them. They see, whatever you are, 3 tips to be a real estate agent, whatever it is, then they get your contact information, and now you get their contact information, and now they're in your database. So I've given you 10 tips, and I'm trying to keep it to an hour. And it's just about an hour right now. Each one of these I did an entire video on, I believe. If not, I'll finish them. I don't know if I did all 10. But so we know email marketing, it's not a thing of the past, and there's great ways to go out and capture new people. But remember, it's a target audience. These people are interested. They've already stated that they're interested in whatever it is that you're offering, right? So it's a great way of continuing to build a relationship with them by adding value. Content marketing, we discussed. It's a great way to create and share relevant, engaging content with your existing audience, and it will help you with obtaining new people. But remember, it's always got to have value. Don't make it fluff. Don't just put something out for the sake of putting it out. Number 3 was social media. Being on different social media platforms, it will help you reach more potential customers, clients, engage with existing followers, and drive traffic to your website. Like I said, when I post my blog from my website, this video, all that stuff goes to my website. I use from my website, the link will go to my website, not to YouTube. So make sure you do the same thing too. Number 5 was search engine optimization, one of the most important. If they can't find you, when they're looking for you, they're going to the search engines. They're actually making a conscious effort to get information or find somebody to help them on that subject matter. You want to come up when that's on their mind, right? So make sure you're doing your search engine optimization. Number 5 is pay-per-click, which is a form of search engine optimization, but you're paying the platform to put you at the top. And there'll be other people who are paying the platform as well. So if you're going to go that route, you have to outbid people. But just remember, you're paying. So when somebody outbids you, you're now number 2, 3, 4, or you're on page 12 because you didn't do any organic. So if you're going to do pay-per-click, please make sure you do organic. Video marketing, huge. You need to create 87% of marketers say that video has increased traffic to their website. As such an eye-catching and creative medium, video marketing is one of the best channels of driving up views, not only to platforms like YouTube, but social media, but also your website. And again, don't post a video that you created on Facebook that sends them to YouTube. Take that video, put it on your website, give the URL, the link, so when they see the video, it's going back to your website. Even if it's hosted on YouTube, you post it on your website, they go back there. It will play on YouTube, but they will go back to your site. So you always want to do that. 7 is SSM marketing, which is text messaging, very huge. 295% response rate over a phone call, 98% open rate over 20% for email. And remember, email is like your captive audience, right? And you're getting a 98% open rate opposed to 20. Affiliate marketing is huge. If you can create an affiliate program so people can promote your products, services, and solutions for a commission, that's excellent. But also you becoming an affiliate. If you have the ability, if you have a large base, you have a lot of followers, or you have the ability to drive traffic or to drum up interest in something, then you want to maybe do some affiliate marketing for people. Like whatever your base is, you want to make sure that your base is interested in whatever they have. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. But it's a great way of creating more awareness and potentially more customers and clients for you, your products and your services. But also if you, on the flip side, become an affiliate for somebody else, it's another great way of developing income. Influencer marketing is amazing. Find somebody who is very, very popular in whatever you do, or it's a side thing, right? So if they're very popular in makeup, just as an example, and you have some accessories, something that will help, especially if it's makeup, that's great. But they may see you as competition, right? But if it's like an add-on, maybe it's like a purse or a wallet or an earring or something else, or a hat or a scarf, something that will accentuate whatever the other person does. So it's a natural extension. So whoever likes that person's products, services, or solutions will also like yours, because it's like an extension of it. But the influencer, if you're doing the exact same thing, probably won't help you. But that is a great way of having transference of trust. These people might have 20 million followers and they'd say, I love this, right? Poof, all of a sudden your sales are going to go through the roof. Lastly, we talked about podcast marketing. It's on the up and coming, and Google is looking at ways to work to transcribe voice and podcast to drive traffic as well. And again, if you want to do a podcast, that's excellent, but you can also do live videos with Zoom and some other services like this one I use. And they will strip out the audio. So you can then take that and use it as a podcast without actually doing a podcast. You can create your podcast show, you can create your podcast channel, but you don't have to take that extra time and effort to create that content. Do what you do. The content's already created, but now you have another medium to share it in, right? And then the services you can buy, and some of them might even be free, that will upload it to like 7 other podcasts. And remember, it's not just your podcast, but it's the heading, it's the lead in what is that podcast about, and who you are. Like on all mine, it's Marketing Minute with Ronald Couming, right? And then it talks a little bit about who I am. And then at the end, Ronald Couming, author, speaker, radio show host, live stream host, is an internet marketing expert specializing in SEO, and often doesn't charge until your clients are ranked on the first page of Google organically. So every single one of these tips that I did individually will have that in it. So, and then it also has all my websites, my company website, my personal website, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and my business Facebook is all listed below. Actual links, not just www. I have the HTTPS, the actual link, the blue hyperlinks. So these are just some great ways, pick one or two. If you can do all of them, great. Work on them. Some of them you might already be doing, but you might, your email marketing, if your subject matter isn't, hooking enough, if it isn't captivating enough, they're never going to open and read your content. So if your open rate is like 4%, then you got to work on your subject matter, right? So many different things here. And again, we can help you with any of these, all of these, and a whole bunch of other things that we didn't even discuss. But 2021 is upon us. We're like 5-6 weeks into it. It's mid-February now. So get to it. Things are starting to look better in the environment. Businesses should be opening up more. More people are starting businesses because they lost jobs. They become consultants or whatever area they're specializing in, and they need help, right? So, if 26% of every small business in this country closed, I mean, that's a horrific statistic. Think about all the people that suffered. But the other side is they were serving customers and clients, right? So all those customers and clients now still need servicing. So without 27%, that opens up the door. So if whatever your product, service, or solution is, there's a lot more people now that used to have a relationship with somebody else that no longer does. And now they need you even more than ever. So Ron Couming from RCS Online Solutions, but you can find me both at Ron at RCSOnlineSolutions.com, but also Ron at my company, my website, RonaldCouming.com, RonaldCouming.com. Feel free to reach out. I'd love to talk to you and see where you're at, how we can help you. Maybe you have a product or service we can promote. Maybe you can help promote us for a commission. It's all about networking and helping other people achieve. The more people you help achieve their goals and what they're looking for in life, the better off you're going to be. And look to serve, don't sell. Give people quality content, over time. You'll end up serving them, right? Don't worry, like the tips I give away. I've got multiple tips here that I give away. My on-page SEO PDF is self-help guide, step-by-step, but it's like 34 pages. I mean, it is the to-do list, right? So it's pure quality. If you got the skill set, do it. If you don't, you're naturally going to see it. You're going to know how important it is, and then you're going to see the value in having us do it for you in a week, right? So always provide value, never sell, always serve, and just focus on doing the fundamentals, do the quality services, no spammy gimmick crap, right? Because that goes out of style. Stick with doing quality fundamentals, whether it's SEO, whether it's content, just do quality stuff, and over time, you will prevail. Feel free to reach out to me anytime that I can help you. Have a great day. Bye for now.